Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. It's me, your physics teacher, Miss Sundas Jabeen, and welcome all of you on Army Public School online sport program round 2. In our previous lecture, we have learnt about chapter number 4 named as Turning Effect of Forces. We have covered all the topics relevant to turning effect of forces. Now we will just review some numerical problems relevant to our chapter named as turning effect of forces. Now we will move on towards our first question. After this, you will be able to solve the concept of turning effect of forces mathematically. So students, we will start our today's lecture from question 4.1, that is, find the resultant of the following forces: 10 Newton along x-axis, 6 Newton along y-axis, and the 4 Newton along negative x-axis. Fx will be net force along x-axis. There are two types of forces along x-axis. One is 10 Newton and the second one is 4 Newton along negative x-axis. The net force along x-axis will be 10 minus 4, which is equals to 6 Newton. Fy is the force along y-axis, which is equals to 6 Newton. The magnitude of the resultant forces will be find out, and you will also find out the direction of forces, that is theta. Now we will solve it for magnitude of the resultant of forces. Firstly, from the formula, that is F is equals to under root Fx square plus Fy square. By putting the value of Fx and Fy in the given formula, you will find out the value of magnitude of the resultant forces, which is equals to 8.5 Newton. Now to find the direction of forces, we will apply the formula, that is theta equals to tangent inverse Fy over Fx. As you will put the value of Fy and Fx in the formula, you will find out the value of theta, which is equals to tangent inverse into 1, and tangent inverse into 1 will be 45 degree with x-axis. Now we will move on to our next numerical, that is 4.2. Find the perpendicular components of a force of 50 Newton making an angle of 30 degree with x-axis. We will start it from our given data, that is force which is equals to 50 Newton and the angle which is equal to theta, which having the value of 30 degrees Celsius. Now we will find out the value of Fx and Fy. For Fx we will use F cos theta, and for Fy we will use F sin theta. By putting the value of cos theta and the sin theta in the formula, you will find out the value of Fx and Fy. Just you have seen in the numerical that Fx equals to F cos theta. By putting the value of F cos and theta, you will find out the value of Fx, which is equals to 43.3 Newton. Similarly, by putting the value of F sin 30 degree, you will find out the value of Fy, which is equals to 25 Newton. Now 4.3 will be find the magnitude and the direction of forces if its x component is 12 Newton and y component is 5 Newton. Fx equals to 12 Newton, Fy will be 5 Newton. Now we will find out the value of magnitude of forces F and the direction of force. Same procedure you have seen in question 4.1, you will go through it in 4.3, that is F is equals to under root Fx ka square plus Fy ka square. By putting the value of Fx and Fy in the formula, you will find out the magnitude of the forces, which is equals to 13 Newton. Now to find the direction of forces theta equals to tangent inverse Fy over Fx. By putting the value of Fy and Fx in the formula, you will find out the value of theta, which is equals to 22.6 degrees Celsius along x-axis. Now question 4.4. A force of 100 Newton is applied perpendicular on a spanner at a distance of 10 cm from a nut. find the torque produced by the force. F is equals to 100 Newton and the distance which is equals to 10 centimeter. We will convert 10 centimeter into meter. By dividing this into 100, we can find out the distance into meter, that is 0.1 meter. We should ask to find out the torque by the force, that is torque equals to F into L. Torque, by putting the value of force and the distance, we can find out the value of torque, which is equals to 10 Newton meter. Now we will move on towards our next numerical, that is 4.5. A force is acting on a body making an angle of 30 degrees Celsius with the horizontal. The horizontal component of the force is 20 Newton. Find the force. Here you are given by the angle and the value of force, that is angle 30 degrees Celsius along x-axis and the horizontal component of forces Fx, which is equals to 20 Newton. You are asked to find out the force. Now Fx equals to F cos theta. By putting the value of Fx cos 30 degree in the given formula, you will find out the value of force, that is 23.1 Newton. Now we will move on towards our 4.6 numerical, that is the steering of a car has a radius of 16 centimeter. Find the torque produced by a couple of 50 Newton. Here we will write its given data, that is radius, which is equals to 16 centimeter. As you know that we will convert centimeter into meter by dividing the value by 100, then the radius will be 0.16 meter. Now the moment arm already, which is equals to 16 centimeter, already we will convert it into meter by dividing it into 100, and the value will be 0.16 meter. And the force given in the data will be 50 Newton. You are asked to find out the torque produced by a couple. Now by putting the value of force and the moment arm in the given formula, you will find out the value of torque, which is equals to 16 Newton meter. Now question 4.7, that is a picture frame is hanging by two vertical strings. The tensions in the string are 3.8 Newton and 4.4 Newton. Find the weight of the picture frame. Here two tensions are mentioned here. Tension 1, which is equals to T1 3.8 Newton, tension 2, which is equals to 4.4 Newton. The weight of the picture frame will be asked to find out, that's why you are given it under the heading of to find out. Now you will solve it. When the picture frame is in equilibrium, then summation of Fx equals to 0 and summation of Fy will also equals be 0. Now there will be the two forces acting on the same side, that's why you can say that T minus W is equals to 0. Here two types of tensions present here, that's why you will write T plus T1 plus T2 instead of T. By putting the value of T1, T2, you can find out the weight of the picture, that is 8.2 Newton. Now question 4.8, two blocks of masses 5 kg and 3 kg are suspended by the two strings as shown in the figure. Find the tension in each string. Here you are asked to find out the tension in each string. You will find out the tension by two procedures. In one procedure you will find out T1 and the second one at T2. Now you will write down its given data, that is mass of the large box, which is equals to 5 kg, and mass of the small box, which equals to 3 kg. Now you are asked to find out the tension T1 and T2. For T1 you have seen there are two types of weight, W1 and W2. You are not directly given the value of W1. You will find out through its mass, that is equals to M and by putting the value of W is equals to mg, you will find out the value of W1 and W2 further. Now you will solve it through this method, that's T1 equals to W1 plus W2. By putting the value of W1 and W2, you can most precisely solve this numerical by putting the values further. T1 equals to m1g plus mg. By taking g as common, you will see that T1 equals to m1 m plus m into g. By putting the value of both m, small m and capital M, and by multiplying it with the value of g, you will find out the tension at point T1, that is 30 Newton. Now at point T2, there are only presence of only one mass, that's why you will solve it through simply by putting the value of m and g in the formula, that is T2 equals to mg. By putting the value, you will get the value of T2, which is equals to 30 Newton. Now 4.9 numerical. A nut has been tightened by the force of 200 Newton using 10 cm long spanner. What length of a spanner is required to loosen the same nut with 150 Newton force? Here you are asked to find out the length of the spanner. You will solve it by the given data, that is force 1 which is equals to 200 Newton, length L1 equals to 10 cm. As you know that you will convert centimeter into meter by dividing it into 100. Then you will find out the value of length, that is 0.1 meter. The length of the spinner tightened the same unit nut by applying the force of 150 Newton. Then the force at that point will be F2, which is equals to 150 Newton, and you are asked to find the value of length, which is equals to L2. Now by solving it through the torque method, that is torque 1 equals to torque 2, torque equals to F cross L, and the both of the torque acting on it, that's why F1 into L1 equals to F2 into L2. By putting all the values given in the above data, you will find out the value of length, that is 13.3 centimeter. Now the last numerical of today's topic, that is 4.10. A block of mass of 110 kg is suspended at a distance of 20 cm from the center of uniform bar 1 meter long. What force is required to balance at its center of gravity by applying the force at the other end of the bar? You will firstly write down the given data, that is mass of the block which is equals to 10 kg, length of the bar which is equals to 1 meter, moment of weight 1 which is equals to L1, 20 centimeter which is equals to 0.2 meter by dividing into 100, and the moment arm of weight to W2 which is equals to 50 centimeter and which is equivalent to 0.5 meter by dividing into 100 as well. Now you are asked to find out the force required to balance the bar F2. Now we applying the principle of moment, which is equals to clockwise moment equals to anti-clockwise moment. Torque 1 equals to torque 2, and the torque equals to F1 into L, which is equals to along one side, and torque 2 which is equals to F2 into L2. By putting the value of F1 equals to mg, because F1 is not directly given by the above mentioned data, that's why you will find out through the formula, that is equals to mg into L1 equals to F2 into L2. By putting all the values given in the data, you will find out the value of force required to balance the bar F2, which is equals to 40 Newton. That's all from my side, students. Now you will solve all the numerical problems on your loose sheet, as well as you will practice all the numericals as well. Thank you.